Welcome to New News Radio, here live at the New News Nightly Radio News Station. My name is Aaron Bullitt.
And I'm Chris Pearson.
Thank you so much for being with me, Chris, man. And we got another guest with us. We got the funny man. We got our weather man. Chris, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys?
We doing just fine. Everything good with you?
Yeah, doing all right, man.
Definitely.
Ready to get this pilot going.
Let's go. Well, we decided they gave us a little extra way to make some money. So we decided they launched us a new news radio station. It's another way we can share our information now, get the people to know who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely. And we're going to hit you with some great topics. But we'd like to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing a lot of our posts. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Please don't forget. Definitely. Well, we figured we use this time to get to know all of us. You've seen us pop into some skits. You've seen maybe our independent pages, but we want our fans to know why we are funny. What are our influence. So, Chris, let the people know a little something about yourself.
Well, first of all, like I said, my name's Chris Pearson, and man, I really started to like comedy back when I was younger. I watched a lot of some of the older stuff in Living Color. A lot of things about like some of the Eddie Murphys. That was like a big person that inspired me a lot in comedy. Also Dave Chappelle, he did one of the funniest sketch comedy things I've ever seen and like really pushed the button a lot. So I think that's what's kind of really driven me to do this. And I got family, man. My wife, got 3 kids, and just really trying to do something, man, to hopefully one day be able to put a lot of food on the table if you get my drift.
Yeah.
So when was the day like you really said, okay, comedy, this is what I want in my life? Because doing this isn't something you usually just like think about.
Yeah, well, really. What happened was I thought to myself after working in secular America for a while, it just kind of it sucks, man, because going to work is not cool. I feel like it's something you can end up doing for like a long time and don't really get ahead or get to where you really want to be in life. So I decided I wanted to do something that I really like doing. And I know like comedy, whether it be stand-up or what we do with the videos, you never know if it's going to work out, which is why I still have a secular job. But I'm hoping that one day it really works out and it does a lot of things for me and my family.
That's dope, man. So so you're saying that mostly you're motivated by just creating your own wealth, really establishing a dynasty.
Yeah, if at all possible. But that's a long road. Road.
Hey, it's a road we all got to take one day. You know what I mean? But it's a road at least we all can say we've done. We've all put that effort and that work in.
Yeah, but I will also say though, along with doing these sketches and this news station stuff. I also do stand-up, go by The Working Man, which you can see on my Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, all that. So it's another thing I try to do a lot of stand-up and help drive this thing we're doing here.
That's what's up, man. Hard-working man on the stage and off the stage.
Yeah. We
got other weatherman, Chris. Let the people know what you about as well, brother.
Hello, America. Now, my name is Chris Coleman, and I'm a father of 2. I'm a married man myself. My stage name is comedian Big Daddy Ice, and that's about it, man.
That's about it. No background. Where you from?
Nope,
what
I'm
you
not
got?
doing none of that.
No,
I'm from here. I'm from Louisville, born and raised. And the reason why I got into comedy is because it started in high school. My junior year, I was standing up in front of the class just talking and being goofy and not knowing, like my back was towards the class, but I'm talking to a group of people and not knowing that they was like looking, like everybody's looking and listening to me, and the teachers and stuff, and they laughing. So then she was like, well, have you ever did theater? I'm like, nah, but I always wanted to do it. I just want to get on the stage and just be goofy. Like, I don't never want to do nothing serious. I just want to go on there and just be myself, be funny, whatever. So long story short, I ended up getting into theater, liked it, and I was like, I want to be on the stage like it's all the time. I like how everybody noticed, oh man, you was such and such in that play, you was funny. I was like, I like that recognition. So I was like, what can I do to get that? I was like, I want to be an actor. And then my theater teacher's like, well, it's different. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to school. You got to do this. It's a lot of money. He's like, have you ever tried comedy? It's like, nah. He's like, do you have any favorite comedians? And at that time, Cat Williams was popping.
Man.
He was the hottest thing. So I was like, I like Cat Williams. And I was like, my favorite of all time is Bernie Mac. So he was like, just look at those type of, just look at those type of your favorite comedians. Look at them and, you can try to see, what comedy's about. So I'm like, all right. So I did that, started trying to work on stuff, and did an open mic. And my open mic was terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I was garbage. I was just over the place. I was just talking like I'm doing now, and I ain't have no setups, no punches. I'm just talking. But I got laughs still, so I was like, okay, I like it. So that's what happened. I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
No, I mean, it's cool that you got that early push and you saw that vision of like, hey, like this is what I can do, this is where I'm comfort at, and you pursued it over time.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And I just like Chris was saying, man, I always said when I was young, I don't want to be a regular person working a regular job for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I seen my mother grow up struggling. I seen my family members just, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been at jobs for like, since they was like 19, or like my aunts and them, and like they've been at jobs since they was like in their 20s, and they're still at like UPS, or they still at wherever they at, and it's like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I be thinking, man. You see some of your older family members that's going through different struggles and stuff, man. Like, man, there's got to be a way to solve this, man. Versus just keep doing the, generation after generation, everybody doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's some way to fix it. And
then I don't know anybody in my family that's famous. I had any dreams, or if they had dreams, they just like, I just. I gotta work. I gotta put food on the table. But it's like if you're really passionate, you really like it. Like, why stop? And that's how I feel with this comedy, man. I really love it, and I'm really passionate about it. So it was like, I don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna pay off. It might. Who knows? I might be 40 years old before it pays off, but at least it paid off eventually. You know what I'm saying? And that's my goal. Is before I get to that retirement mark, I don't want to have a regular 9 to 5. I want to be traveling or doing what I want to.
You're doing your own thing, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so that's why I got into it.
Nah, that's like I said, it's just like Chris was saying. It's easier to be your own boss and know like this is what I want to do, and if you don't like it, hey, it's cool. I'm gonna do my own thing, and hey, if you, I'll go from there. And that's cool here, especially because you guys are definitely older than me, and seeing how you guys have throughout your life just stuck to something. You know what I mean? I'm a young man. I'm 25. I'm just now trying to figure my life out, but you guys have had time to really go through life and see, okay, this is what didn't work, what did work, and just moving from there.
You see, it's been a lot of not working as we all stand here together.
Yeah, it's still that, but it's it just takes time, man, and that's all it is. It's gonna happen.
Right. Well, definitely. I guess for me, my name is Aaron Bullitt, and I am 25 years old, and I've been doing comedy for about a year now. Before I started doing comedy, prior military, did 4 years in the Navy. After I got out, I went to college. Still currently in college, thanks to Uncle Sam. I ain't got to pay no bill, no debt, no nothing. Started a couple businesses. I did some event planning. I worked in a nonprofit, and I'm currently working with you guys. For me, why I got into comedy, it's actually pretty interesting. I got divorced. I don't know, for real. I swear, I got divorced at the time. It was about a year or two, about a year ago. I got divorced, and I was just like at the crib, depressed. I know what's going on in my life. And then I watched, y'all see that new Chris Rock stand-up that came up like a year or so ago? Tamarines, yeah. That one came out, man, and I was just kind of like, I don't know.
Shout out to the man Chris Rock.
Yes,
right.
Yes, the legendary Chris Rock.
Legendary.
And it's just like, I just saw him, and I thought, like, all he's really doing is just talking. Like, all he's really doing is just structurally saying his opinion and voicing his thought. And I don't know what came over me. I just started looking up comedy clubs, and there's a Caravan. And I was like, all right, cool.
I was gonna say, man, it is a lot. I don't know what it is about like low, like hitting lows in your life or something that makes you like you know what? I think it's a sign of just saying, man, forget it. You know what I mean? Because the same thing kind of with me when I got into it. You got to hit a certain low before you can go out there and do some comedy.
Yeah,
I think.
And I wasn't low, but like I said, I was just 19, so I'm just graduating.
I think.
And what it was for me when I was graduating, that's when it hit me like, dang, man, I'm about ready to like be a man, like what I'm gonna do. And then this when I guess that was kind of my low, like me graduating and then just looking at everybody around me working, and I'm just like, I don't want to work like that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, hitting it low. I don't know what it is. Like, have you ever heard the quote? What is it? Tragedy, not tragedy breeds pain. Excellence. It's
I know something along.
Like tragedy breeds excellence, and it's just cool how like especially with comedy, like something about when shit's going wrong and you just feel like nothing's going right, and you just find the funny in it. Like, have y'all found that being a comedian or aspiring to be a comedian has affected your thought process on life?
Yeah,
I think so. I have a kind of a certain outlook because when you go, man, to get up on stage, of course you go up there to make people laugh and you're trying to do the best you can, but I think at some point I think you also think like you're doing it because you really don't care what people think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time you do want to try to make people laugh the best you can.
Yeah, like you said, you get that outlook on a lot of things, and it's like the little things that you don't even think about, you can talk about, and it's like, damn, that was actually funny. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It makes you think about a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just look at everything different because y'all try to use, like you said, use stuff in material and stuff like that. So yeah.
So like if you see, like everybody can laugh at somebody falling down, but it's like when you see it, when you're in a comedian, you look at it, you be like, oh man, they fell down. You laugh and you telling. But then when you're a comedian, you look at it different, like, oh, they fell down, and then it's when your mind just like the light just goes off, and it's like, oh snap, bro, I got me material, like I can talk about this, and you just start thinking about all type of stuff, like why did she fall? Like, you can put anything in it because it's yours, so nobody don't know what happened. You just telling somebody fell. So yeah, your mind works different when it comes to the comedy aspect. You start thinking about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it gives you, I think, sometimes in life doesn't make sense, so all you gotta do is just laugh about it. I mean, because like if you find the funny in something, you're thinking positive. We're always I think people assume that because we're comedians, we're always being negative. We're talking about this person. No, we're trying to see, hey, this is my perception on life. This is what I find, funny. And not everyone's gonna say, what you think is funny. You think is funny, but we all have parallels. We all have parents. We all went to high school. We all have these similar life experiences.
Right.
So, oh, okay, I went to high school, but I didn't see it like that. Oh, okay, you know what I mean? And I think it helps you become a better person as a whole and makes you just think outside of yourself.
Yeah. And then like you were saying with that, like we all experience these certain events, but it's that one person might be like, oh yeah, I went to school, but they didn't do that in my school. But it's that friend be like, well, they did that in my school, bro. I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's always that one. You might not grab everybody, but you're at least gonna grab like somebody. Somebody's gonna relate to like, hey, I know what you're talking about, bro. I had a high school like that, or I know this person was like that, or my job's like that, but not everybody, But it's all good. It's life, trial and error. That's what it's about.
That is all life is, just trial and error, and eventually, hopefully, you figure it out. But if not, hey, keep trying.
Yep.
Right. Well, definitely, like I said, we're definitely a new news radio station, and we're going to get in our first topic of the day.
Let's get to some news.
Our first piece of news is, keep getting them. The R. Kelly pleads not guilty. Judge says no bail.
Got him again.
Looks like the Pied Piper will be spending more time in jail. The R&B singer has 18 counts of sexual misconduct and other charges, and he will be commuting from Chicago and New York. So, guys, we all know. We've all known for years what R. Kelly's been doing.
Right.
Why do you think now? Why do you think after all from the first video to the Boondocks to every piece, which hey, they even told us, why do you think now they're trying to really crack down on this man?
Oh, I think this last one, if the story is true, he said a bunch of his own people brought video. Like, hey, look, man, here it is. This is what happened. They brought some real videotapes of him, and if that's true, that's crazy, man. It's crazy that we've seen Mr. Kelly here do so many crazy things, man. The thing that kills me out is that people still be bopping his music, and I can't lie. When it come on, I think about it, but then it just keeps going.
Yeah. With me, my wife stopped supporting him when he had that. Well, after the first allegation, and then he had that whole thing with not paying child support. That's when my wife was like, I'm done. But that sealed the deal with this whole case and then the documentaries and stuff. So I'm like, when I hear it, even if it's a good song, everybody knows like, oh man, that's my favorite jam. It's kind of like, I can't listen to it, dog. My wife said we don't support it. But I think they're cracking down on it more because ever since that whole Me Too movement, it's when they start hitting on entertainers like crazy. Right. Like just for the small things, like, oh snap, I remember when we was in the break room on set and Ted touched my breast. And it could have been like an accidental, but that whole Me Too movement makes everything, it's strict, bro. Everything is strict now with Hollywood and a female. You can't do nothing. You can't even be like, oh, you got something in your hair. Oh, you touching me, sexual assault. So it's pretty much like, yeah, they ain't playing with, they hitting entertainers like crazy.
With R. Kelly, first of all, I'm upset because he told me I could fly. If I believed in myself, he said I could do anything. So and it's just crazy, just like with R. Kelly, because like you can just look at like his track record, hit after hit. Hit after hit.
Don't take advice from that guy. Let me tell you.
Do not take because he will. About that documentary, I got nominated for a Grammy. Was it a Grammy or Emmy?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're R. Kelly's documentary. But it's just crazy because like, I think we don't spend. I'm not saying what he did was right.
No.
But at the end of the day, like. We all knew though. Like this isn't maybe in white culture, in Caucasian culture, maybe this is, but in our culture specifically, like we knew who R. Kelly was. Yeah. Come on now, we've seen the videos. We've heard we've heard chatters like we've all. But at the end of the day, I think it's more about like
I think he said it in the music.
Yeah, music. He says it all the time.
Like
my mind's telling me ready. Yes. My mind is telling me no, but my body. Your body's telling me, like, come on now. He put it all. He always threw it in your face.
Dang it, brother's good.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
And like you said, he called himself the Pied Piper of R&B.
The Pied Piper of R&B. I'll tell you.
Yes.
And he did it. He did it right in front of our faces. And then what even made it worse is grown men and women is letting their daughters go on tour with him.
Man,
grown ass man.
Speaking of, let's get to that. The mansion. What's up with that, man?
Oh yeah. What you meant the Epstein case?
No. The thing R. Kelly had like a sex mansion.
Yeah. I thought it was like a little he had like a little mansion compound thing.
Yeah, like the sex cult stuff.
Yeah, he had like 4 or 5 girls. He was just like had them like telling them what to do.
These are all alleged, by the way.
Allegedly. Yeah, we gotta say allegedly.
Allegedly. Nah. Hey, look. Nah.
Alleged or not, but. I ain't gonna lie, man. Just if the power and effects he had on these young minds, if he did that to older women, that man would be unstoppable, bruh.
Man.
You got grown women, men. Everybody know what you did. Still selling out, supporting our. I bet you some people down there outside of the jail with picket signs. This is bull. Let R. Kelly go.
Yeah, they was there.
He gave us hit songs. Step in the name of love. And then that's another thing he tried to do. He was
trying to switch it up.
He switched up.
The positive music.
What did he do? He had that big old, what was that? He had one song. It was like a churchy song. He saved me. Oh, that was his big.
Oh,
he saved me. Everybody was like, oh, man, Kelly is doing it, bro.
I bet you somebody said, see, I told you he didn't do it. I didn't do it if he made a song like this.
Yeah, but like, come on now. Like, he gospel awards, like, he's coming out here crying, and then he's right back at it. Yeah, pull up, beep, beep. Let me get that too. Like, what the fuck are we blowing at? Who are you talking about?
Oh, y'all remember the song he did for Ali's movie, I'm the Greatest?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah,
I think that was a slap in the face, letting you know, like, yeah, I'm the greatest, but I'm gonna tell you who I am.
I'm still gonna get these. I'm still gonna get these little girls, and like just the fact, like you said earlier, like a lot of these parents, like. Were like, oh, well, my daughter's trying to be a singer or act, a actor, producer. Hey, I work with you. So I feel like some of it is the parents.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these girls were like, these young, 14, 15, 13-year-olds. And I had a 13, 14-year-old. All they see is, I'm just trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
They know R. Kelly is this megastar and that
I'm going to be on TV.
Right.
That's it.
But a lot of them, their parents probably understood, hey, he's a predator. And do we? Why don't the parents get charged?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is any parents like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what all that?
Nobody hasn't been charged in anything so far, so.
Yeah.
But it is messed up. You know, I also have parents. The parents, like, our own video now, they see them in the news like, our daughter's in there and blah, blah, blah. We need to get her out. But how did she get there? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some of the people's like, encouraging it, trying to send your kids over there, like, go to Mr. Kelly. But who would send their teenage daughter to Mr. Kelly?
But that's the thing, too, though. Like you said, they doing all that, but it's like, who pushed them there? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're 16, you have to give consent. Okay, it's cool. But we all know the story. Then, once you ain't heard from your daughter in like 2 years, then Mr. Kelly kidnapped my daughter, and he's having sex with her. It's like,
she's an adult now.
But yeah, you waited too late. You know what I'm saying? You wait. I think they just wait to try to. I think it's just all like, baby, do what you can. You know, we'll talk to you. And I think the money, either the money wasn't rolling or something was going on with some money in the paperwork. Something was going on. They was like, okay. Then it's time to take this nigga to trial. We ain't get no money. Our daughter ain't on no TV. She ain't on no commercials. Something's going on. So now they want to, I've been worried about my daughter. You a lie? If I have a daughter, I ain't heard from you in 2 days. I'm going over there. Hey,
man.
Hey, Kelly. Hey, somebody let me in this. Where my daughter at? I'm going in there. I'm not going to wait for no 2 years to come out on TV like, I ain't heard from my daughter in 2 years and I don't know what's going on with her. No, I'm going over there 2 days. 2 days I don't hear from you. My kids now. Let my kids go over somebody's house and I don't hear from them in 2 days. I don't hear from whoever they with. Yo, where my sons? Let them out. Like, it ain't none of that.
Never me and my daughters, I'd be at every studio session. Hey, we gonna make it.
You know what? I will not send my young daughter in there. Go ahead, sir. Do whatever you wish. I'll be back.
But no, we gonna make this dream happen. You can't just take her. Now I'll be here at every session. Oh, you need it from 2 to 4? Okay, it's cool. I'm right here on the couch chilling.
As soon as they would have hit you with, nah, man, Mr. Kelly don't like this. Wow, Mr. Kelly don't like my daughter up in here either. Like, wait, come on, baby, get your stuff. Nah, baby, come on, get your little book bag. Let's go. We up out of here, Kelly. I'm sorry, homie. We FaceTime you the video, audio, but we ain't we ain't doing that. Ain't no leaving alone. But it's all about money, man. It's the money thing. It's all it is.
I don't know, man. I know what it's. A bunch of foolery. That's what it is.
A lot of foolery. Well, Def, speaking of women, people making bad judgment calls. We have our next topic of the day. It is Blueface unveils his 2 girlfriends matching tattoos in new shocking video.
Is that?
Yes, this is a real thing. The California rapper recently became under fire when he allegedly kicked his mother and sister out of the house with his 2 girlfriends, and after doing that. They both got 2 matching tattoos of him.
Of his face on them?
Yes, of the California rapper. So having said that, we go from women possibly not having the option of making decisions to women making decisions. But first, like, how do you get 2 girlfriends? You gotta have some type of game.
TV.
Yes.
Money.
Yes. Or
Power.
Something.
Power. It's on TV all the time.
Because I know having one woman is a struggle within itself.
Yes, it can be. It can be a very large struggle, but it's all good.
You know,
it happens that way sometimes.
And it's like it goes like that with them. You see them polygamy shows, and I'm like, okay, it's all. Men, we look at it like, damn, dog, your wife is cool. Would you have another girlfriend? It's all good, but then you start thinking about it like mentally, like, hold on, nigga, that's like extra. You know,
that's too much work.
That's too much work. You gotta spend money, like. If you have 2 girls, you gotta spend like money.
You gotta answer double the questions,
right? And then you gotta remember double the dates, double events, 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then it's fucked up because you gotta. And I feel like when you in that position that your woman gives you that power, you gonna have to do more extra for your main and your other girlfriend. But when it comes to you getting it. They just do it together, like, oh, well, we both did this for you, you know. And then we supposed to sit there and be like, well, you don't got no choice but sit there and be like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Y'all both did this for me. We can't be like, nah, man, that's bull. How come you can't take me out? You take me out.
See, I'm saying it's too much.
I'll let you have her in our house.
No. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's a jam. That's a jam. It's like, I okayed for us to have this, and I was cool with it. So you question why we gonna do this together. Well, you don't let me take your house together. No, it's different. You know why. oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Is his girlfriends, are they kin to each other, or is that just two chicks he know? Or?
No, apparently those are just two women that just were like, hey, I like you, I like him too. Let's just work it together. But like you said, do you think it's more of a like if Blueface was a regular dude out here working at Ford?
No.
Do you think he could accomplish it, or do you think it's because he has that clout as a rapper, this can get accomplished?
Got money.
I would say it all depends on his mouthpiece. It all depends on what kind of game he has.
True, but it's the money though. It's the money and the fame and the power. Like, it's motherfuckers been at Ford for like damn near their whole lives. You don't see them fucking. You see pull up in nice cars. Do you see them with bad chicks on their arm? Hell no. It'd be like the most raggediest chick in the world, but she's good for him though. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no model type chick coming out like, this is my man. He work at Ford. I love him. Nah, hell no. You get those when you get money. As soon as you get money.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you convince like two? Hey, look, babies, look, girls, look. I like you both. I appreciate you both. Gonna get these tattoos because I care about both of you. Like, to me, he just branded them.
That's what I'm saying. Just depend on your mouthpiece.
Yeah.
What kind of game you can spit? I don't know, but it would probably be a lot tougher.
And did they rob him or something like that too?
Allegedly robbed him, but that's actually happened. NFL player Le'Veon Bell, that happened to him.
Yeah.
He had two of his alleged girlfriends rob his jewelry.
No, I don't know. I think if I'm gonna speak, if I wasn't married and I was in a position like that, and I had two girlfriends, I'm gonna have like an apartment. I'm gonna have an apartment. I ain't gonna really have much. Like, I'm gonna have, cause you got all that money. So if I had a home,
you definitely have a fake spot.
Yeah,
yes.
You gotta have like what is it, like a little what do they call them, like FBI's and stuff, like a little safe house. Like it's just a safe house.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have like I'm little nice furniture. I'll go to fucking Family Dollar, get Family Dollar nice furniture and a nice little Walmart TV. Just have a little something, nothing for real.
Hey, it's a 2019 too. The more simple it look, the more expensive it look.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you got that money, so you can even pay for fake jewelry to look good and keep that around like you really live there, but your main crib is like decked out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, nobody knows about that one. You have that little house, so if something get hit there, you can get up there and be like, oh my God, they took this and that. But then on the wild, in the back of your mind, you kind of like, y'all bitches ain't got nothing. Y'all don't know where the real crib is.
Yeah, because you can let them know where you actually live. Because with the safe house, you could just be like, something goes wrong. You'd be like, damn. Well, I guess we got to break up. And you can just move out your day. You go back to your main crib, and you're like, with no questions. Because there's nothing worse than when you make a mistake, especially with women. Yeah. They can find you. Because a woman can find you. She might kill you.
Yeah.
Slash your tire or something. And it's just like, but I feel like a lot of these dudes, like, have 2-3 girlfriends just for the clout of it. They just have it because it's like, I got two.
That's the thing.
I got two girls. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, or why don't you just have? Wouldn't it be much easier to have one woman that, like you said, that invests in you and that builds you? That's like, hey, look, she is with me, only me, and we're trying to go here. Plus with two women, like you said, what if you have these two chicks? One of them's like, that's your girl, you feeling her, and with the whoop. The other one, you just kind of kick it with. Yeah. But what if one of them gets jealous, or vice versa?
Yeah. It's a lot of headache.
It's a lot, man. I don't say people do it. That's just too much, though. That's a lot of juggling. These guys are good.
Yeah. Like I said, I be watching them shows, man, where they talk about that shit. The polygamy. Like, one or two. I think two, like I said, two is manageable. It's going to be headache, but it can be manageable. Yeah. When you can start going outside of two, oh, hell no, man.
Yeah,
you going to the grave earlier than what you think.
They kind of get into some weird stuff here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sister wives type thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, y'all.
I would do it.
It's pretty weird, isn't it?
I would do it. I'd do it.
Would you do it?
I'd do it.
Would you do it?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. My wife said we could do. Hell yeah, we doing it. But I don't want no 6, 4, 6. That's too much.
Oh yeah, now you got to fill it up, man. You're gonna need about 15 wives, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Now make it all the way.
I would say at the most you could probably do 4.
No, I'm doing one.
Well, so look, you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekends to yourself. That's how I look at it. Or you can create maybe like a schedule of some sort.
What about you working, man? What you think about it?
That's what I'm saying. I can't, man. It's just too much. I've been down that road before.
I just want one, man.
Yeah, I gotta keep it one, man.
No, I'm talking about one extra. I don't want 6. I don't want 6. That's too much. Man, you would die. People always, oh man, that's dope. Nigga, you kidding me? It's dope because you single. You have 6. You don't even have one girl. Have one girl and you like love her and she loves you and you hear that. No, fuck no. I'm cool. I stick with 2. I'm not cool.
Hey, let's leave it to Blueface, man. He got it.
Yes. Shout out to Blueface and
His 2 girls.
and his 2 girls, because in the day, you definitely winning the game.
What you got next, sir?
What we got next? Before we get into our next topic, we got our first special segment on the podcast. It is called Chris's Eye in the Sky. Chris, tell us what it's like out there in our local area.
Well, it's looking very crisp outside, very beautiful, man, and very hot. Hey, man, them chicks for Blueface fuck with. They some hot pieces of goddamn, man. Just 2 of them though. I might have to look them bitches up on Instagram. He's just goddamn.
Hey, they definitely going with the weather. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to talk about the weather. My bad.
Yeah,
I
man.
got sidetracked about that. Shit, it's hot. It's just hot. That's all I can say. I don't really have nothing to tell y'all, man. But it's hot. Like for real, it's hot. It's hot
Definitely.
in the studio. It's hot outside. It's hot.
So definitely, I like how we all have waters. Mine's under here. We also got to stay hydrated.
Mine is almost gone. I hope we get done with this podcast for this water, because I could die over here.
Yeah, I'm over barely sipping in this shit. Yeah. It's
Well, definitely once we get into our next topic of the day this is actually a dope one. I hope I'm excited about it.
Super excited.
Netflix might pay Eddie Murphy. That's right, Eddie Murphy, $70 million for stand-up specials. Eddie Murphy might be better known these days that's right, on the screen, but he will be possibly coming back to stand-up.
Man, I hope so. Can I do I start on this?
Oh, I was gonna
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say.
Ahead, man.
So some of his greatest works, like Raw and Delirious, and I
Word.
don't know about you guys, but Eddie Murphy. I know you mentioned it, but Eddie Murphy is one of the staples in comedy. I actually watched last night with my girlfriend. Shout out to my girlfriend. Love you. By the way, I never have 2 girlfriends, baby. I only want you.
Great job, Aaron.
But he was on, and this man was on Saturday Night Live. He did stand up. He wrote movies like The Golden Child. How do you guys feel about that? Seeing Eddie Murphy back on the stage, on the mic.
I feel amazed, man. I'm geeking out, man, because I really like Eddie Murphy a lot. My gamer tag for PlayStation and Xbox are both Axel Foley, both of them.
Beverly Hills Cop?
Yes, that's who that is.
Classic.
Yeah, so Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3, great movies. I even like Eddie Murphy's serious stuff. There's one that's on Netflix now, actually. I think it's called Mr. Church. Unless that's his name in the movie, which is actually amazing.
Is that the one where he takes care of some white family?
Yeah. That's a great movie. I think
slavery. That's all it is.
Oh.
It's all good.
That's all it is.
Hey,
man,
he is helping that family out. How dare you, sir?
Man, hey.
Well, that's what the Negro slaves did back in the day. They helped the family. They ain't have no choice.
And they didn't get paid.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you anything. I like all the stuff. Even some what was the Eddie Murphy movie where he was the guy, he had to do the look like him. Sean Martin was in it. Steve Martin was in it. I'm sorry.
What's that movie called?
I see the characters.
Think of the movie.
He had glasses,
What
is the name of that movie?
It's right here at the tip of my. I can't.
Oh man,
What is it? I can't think of it. Anyway, that movie, whatever it was, we could probably figure out the title at some point in time. That movie was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people didn't like it. But I did, because I'm a big, giant, super huge Eddie Murphy fan.
What about you, Chris? What's either one of your favorite Eddie Murphy movies or something that you like about his work or his craft?
I think Eddie Murphy was dope back then. With him, you said Netflix special, so he's going to be putting out more than one, right?
I think it might be 2, actually.
Yeah, it might be. It's they didn't specify, but it should. If they say special, it's probably about 2. They'll probably do like what they did with Dave Chappelle. He came out with those couple specials.
Yeah, I feel like Eddie Murphy's dope. I would love to see him do it, but he's been out of the game for stand-ups for so long. My thing is, will he come back and be funny? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be I think for him it's be a lot of pressure because everybody, no matter what you do, they're going to always compare it to Raw and Delirious. Right. So he's going to have to really go in. So I think with Eddie, personally, if that was me, I don't think I'd do it. It'd be too much.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be too much. It's too much pressure. You know what I'm saying? We all know how society is. People's going, like I said, no matter how good you are, if you're dope, it's like you all have your moment. You have your moment back then, and then you have this long gap in between. Everybody's just like I said, it's always gonna come back to yeah, man, that Eddie Murphy shit he did for Netflix was dope, but it wasn't better than Raw. It wasn't better than Delirious. Like, it's going to be so much backlash. It's going to have a whole lot of backlash from it. But it's Eddie Murphy. I think he'll pull it off. It'll be good to see him do it again. Like, I was excited when Chris Rock came back and did it, and it was good. But like I said, it's gonna be a whole lot of backlash. I don't think I can see him doing like probably one. I don't think I can see him doing like another one like that. Like, it's just certain people who you can like who can be gone and you be like, oh man, I would mind to see them again. But I think with him back then with that he could have, but with him doing the movies and just being kind of chilling out, I don't think it would be the same as how people was anticipating from back in the day. Just like with that whole Lil Wayne CD. When he finally came out, it was like, the hype's dead. And I think it's kind of how it be with Eddie Murphy. Like, it would still be there. People watch it because it's Eddie Murphy, but I don't think it's going to do as good.
Yeah, because, like, Delirious came out with 82, 83, and then Raw was, like, 88, 89. And then from then, you saw nothing.
Yeah. So,
you know what I mean? Yes, and also, too, like, he was also, like, probably, like, early. He was, like, around that time, early 20s, mid-20s around that time. So he was a young man doing comedy. Now he's probably in his, 50s, 60s?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's a beast.
He's a beast.
I know.
Don't get me wrong.
We're crushing Chris's hero.
Yeah, he can, like I said, I'm not trying to discredit saying he ain't funny. He's a funny guy. He's very talented, but on that stand-up aspect, I don't know. Like, he's going to have a lot of hurdles to jump, and it's going to be very tough for him with this long gap in between.
So. Definitely think coming back to this climate, everything's all PC now.
It's different. Yeah.
There's so many different things going on.
Yeah, because when Eddie Murphy was doing stand-up, you can
say anything.
It was raw. Really raw.
I watched just the SNL skit of him, like just watching him on SNL, like they were cussing, they smoked, even like you said, the material was different, and it was just a time where like you could really be a comedian, you could really say what was on your mind. Now, like you can't even say, I don't like that shirt. Well, why don't you like my shirt? Yeah. I wear this is like everybody else's shirt. You know what I mean?
I'm excited to see how he does it.
And he's going to be in the headlines for it. So, is it a talk or did he did it? Did he do the deal?
No, he's in negotiations right now.
Yeah, but that's the see. And like I said, man, back then, even when he did the last one, what was the last one? Raw or Delirious?
It was Raw.
Raw. When he did Raw, he didn't like the backlash. He said it out of his own mouth. I didn't like the backlash. With Bill Cosby and the critics talking about this and that. I wasn't free to talk about what I wanted to. That's why I did comedy because it gave me that platform to be myself and express myself. So with him having that type of money and then the stuff that's gonna probably be said about him.
Hey, Coming to America 2. It's on the way. Coming to America 2 is coming.
For real?
It's coming.
Is he gonna
it's coming to America.
I love it. That was my. Then you asked me about movies. My movies with Eddie Murphy, the classics, baby. You got to go with Life. My favorite of all time was Boomerang.
Yeah.
Harlem Nights was my.
I love Harlem.
Hilarious, though.
You gonna shoot me in my pinky toe?
My three Eddie Murphys would be Harlem Nights, Life.
Good ones.
Yeah, I think I have to go with Boomerang, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like Coming to America and all them too, but Harlem Nights, that's always my. But it's crazy because I seen the documentaries about them. Those movies that we love today, that's like the number one cold classics, didn't do shit back then when they came out. Like they said, Harlem Nights was terrible, but it's like the number one best comedy. I think it's because most of them either all dead. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, this is cool. Look, he got the legends. It's because they're dead.
And also, too, you got to look at, like, at the time, like, if you do anything melanated people, it wasn't really, it was unheard of. Like, you know, like now you can see a whole cast, a comedy show of just melanated people. Yeah. And, it's a big thing. But at the time, it wasn't. Man, for me, my favorite Eddie Murphy movie has to be, I would say 48 Hours. What is that movie with him and Dan Aykroyd?
I didn't watch that.
Chris, you know what I'm talking about. What's the movie with him?
Trading Places.
That movie, I can't tell you how many times I have seen that movie. It is pure comedy genius. Yeah. But I would say for me, Eddie Murphy, man, is just, I like him because, like, just the fact that he started off at 14, 15. He started really young in comedy. Yeah. And, like I said, stated before, he started comedy, young. By the time he was about 23, 24, 7 years in the game, he was already doing his first established comedian. Yeah. And just
an actor.
Yes, and this is the thing for him is just seeing how talented he was, how he was able to put himself in any situation, any movie. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of his movies, like his later movies, wasn't really a fan of. I would say the last Eddie Murphy movie I was really like cool with was Daddy Daycare. I mean, I was a kid at the time, but that was pretty cool. But like,
I didn't really. I mean, I'll watch it with my kids, but that wasn't one of my favorites. It was one of them I wanted to see. I don't know the name of it where he couldn't talk, but I never seen it. Like, he'll lose like the tree or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Every time like he would talk, he'd lose like a leaf or something like that.
Words, I think.
Yeah, was that good?
He really does know Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Every Eddie Murphy movie.
I'm down with it.
Was that a good one?
What?
The 1,000 Words? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, it looked like it was good. I remember what they was talking about. I was like, oh my god, I gotta see it. But that's one movie I never caught. And like I said, like all his later stuff, like 48 Hours, I didn't really watch all this action stuff like that. Besides Beverly Hills Cops, of course. But anything outside that, no, I mainly liked his old classic stuff, the classic movies, man. All them. We all know what the classics are. We ain't got to talk about Harlem Nights again. God damn it, baby. We had Red Fox. We had Richard Pryor. Come on now, man. We had a Senegal Hall. Come on.
And the thing even with a lot of his movies like he was in, he put a lot of people on. Like even in you said Boomerang, David Allen Greer. Yeah. He had Tommy Davidson, John Witherspoon.
Yes.
And even y'all remember Vampire in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yes, that was my shit too.
Vampire in Brooklyn. Like
my wife hates that movie. By the way.
Why?
I don't know. She's like, it was just like we were talking about. She was like, I like Eddie Murphy, but that wasn't one of my favorites. That wasn't one of my best. I love that movie. Are you kidding me? That movie was hilarious.
And because the movie itself was just like, it was supposed to be a serious topic, but Eddie Murphy was such a genius where he can make something serious and still hit those comedic marks.
Nigga, I wanted to be a vampire. I seen that movie. I said, I want to be a vampire just like Eddie Murphy. I swear to God, it was funny. And my favorite part about that movie too was like when he was the deacon and he went into church and like he was burning up. Yeah, he go over there. He said, "God damn!" I said, that killed me. Yeah, I was hurt every time I see that part. I would wind it like 50 million times, bro. Like, cause I could just, cause it took me to a point like if you was a kid in the church and your pastor just all of a sudden fall or something happen, and you just see him, well, goddamn, you would be like, oh shit, I'm coming here all the time.
Yes,
the deacon's cussing.
This is the church I want to attend.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of Eddie Murphy classics out there. I'm so happy he's coming back to the scene, and I'm happy he's coming back to the scene in a. I think it's going to be in a more raw, comedic way. Right. Like you said, we have seen a lot of just funny stuff here, but like family type stuff.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of those type
family
movies.
And also, too, let's just see, like, since it's that huge gap in stand-up, what is he going to talk about? Like,
Yeah.
what? And also, too, just
Family.
like family.
And there's the comedians that's out there now. I mean, you got Kevin Hart who's just killing it, man.
Well, yeah,
Mike Epps, Real, all them guys who are just doing real good.
And also, like a lot, like you said, a lot of those comedians were influenced by it. Like Chris Rock, all those guys came through and said like Eddie Murphy was the first person that was like huge. Like people don't realize like Eddie Murphy was the first like superstar, like the first comedian that was like this dude was in magazines, like people wanted to be like him. The guy, like, because comedians up at that point,
somebody wanted to buy the damn suit.
Man, like the Rick James of comedy almost.
Someone
Godfather.
Someone that really transcended being a comedian, like just not some like comedian, like you said, that actually had style, had class.
That's what I'm saying, like the Rick James aspect. Because one thing you can't forget about is like the Red Foxes and
Dick Greg,
Richard Pryor, all those type of guys who, when you say Godfather, I would think they are more Godfather.
Well, they were like the grandkids of him, But I get what you're saying. But that shit was hot. Speaking of, we talking about Boomerang. Y'all know they did that TV series. Ain't it on Netflix or some shit like that?
You mean
BET? I think it's BET, ain't it?
I think I've seen something about it.
Yeah,
BET.
The remake.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
It's probably got to be white. Yeah. It has to be.
Or have y'all seen Spike Lee's like She's Gotta Have It?
I seen it on Netflix, but I didn't watch it.
My wife watched it. She said she liked it. She was like, she is allegedly getting canceled. So
yeah. But it's cool. It's cool that they're doing that though. Like especially for a lot of like in our culture, like they're doing a lot of remakes of like movies. Because have y'all seen the original? Like She's Gotta Have It or
Nah, Spike Lee's one of those guys that I really liked, but I can only deal with certain Spike Lee joints. Like my favorite ones would be, I don't know why. I like Jungle Fever. I love it. I love Jungle Fever. I love Crooklyn. But my favorite one is Do the Right Thing. Like that's my number one. and then it'll be Jungle Fever and Crooklyn. See, it's like he's one of those. I just like certain movies. I don't like everything. So like she's gotta have it and all them other. I ain't watch all that other goofy shit. Honestly, I like you, Spike, but I ain't like all that shit. Oh, School Days. School Days. I love School Days too. Yeah.
Or I liked.
Have
you seen what was the one he had with Ray Allen? What was that one?
He's got game. It's something like
he got
basketball. Somebody game. Something like that. I don't know if it's he got game.
That one was dope.
I would say the best movie.
Yeah, that was kind of good.
To this day, and no, I feel like Denzel was robbed. Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did do that. I didn't really watch that movie. I mean, I seen it back in the day, but I haven't seen it. I can't remember. But yeah.
That man should have won an Oscar.
Yeah, that was dope.
Which, by the way, we totally went from.
It's all good, man. Shout out to Eddie Murphy, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Hey,
Eddie
man.
Murphy. We gotta stay on top, but it's all good, man.
We'll definitely. I would say any other young aspiring comedians, anyone that wants to really see some crap, go back, look at your history, look at Eddie Murphy, look at. We talked about Red Foxes. Look at these guys, because these guys are the ones that laid the way to where we can be the person we are now, and had to open and knock down those doors.
Yeah.
Well, our last topic of the day, and we personally found this one to be quite hilarious, and this is actually a thing. We can stop you all now. The Air Force warns all who are ready for the Project Area 51. It all started as a bit of a joke, but now the U.S. Air Force has told people who come near Area 51 that they will stop them. There's a Facebook, the more than 1 million people who RSVP'd to storm the alleged base, which has been known to have conspiracies of aliens. It sounds like a white event, guys. I don't think there's going to be a lot of black people at this event.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I would like to be out there.
Would you?
Just because I want. Somebody said that they want to see them aliens. I promise I said that same sentence. I want to see some aliens too.
No, you'll see some aliens in heaven.
Yeah.
You will see some aliens in heaven, because I just like. I think that like. This is, to me, it is a symbol of privilege.
I feel you.
Because like, if you think about like why do you feel entitled to go to this base if you know that there's aliens, or even this fact that it's an Air Force base? You're going to just storm it? You think it's going to just go the way? We'll just go there and storm it? It's going to work itself out?
That's going to be about, what's it up to now? Like 1.5 million people?
Yeah,
or something like that?
1.5 million people.
So that's going to be a lot of people to send home.
Yes.
It's a lot of people to show up and be like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's happening. They're not getting in.
I think they'll get to probably once they get to about the gate, pop, out.
It would suck if they get shot.
I mean, I don't say they get shot. Pop-out can mean a lot of different things, man. They could stun people. A pop-out is just a calm it down.
But it's like you said, it is. I think it's just a stupid idea, man. And why now, all of a sudden? The power of the internet, man, I think is really driving people crazy.
I mean, because like, have you heard of Bob Lazar?
I've heard that name, yeah.
Yeah, Bob Lazar is this dude that he actually used to work in Area 51. Like, he used to work, and he knows a little bit about, how we use this certain technology.
Don't he be with the wrestler? What was the wrestler that talked about that a lot?
I don't know.
I can't think of the wrestler's name.
Who start? My thing is this, man. Area 51. Listen, anybody who wants to sign up, protest, go out there. Just make sure y'all Facebook Live it and I tune in. Some things is left untold for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you talking about, like, cops killing people, that's something that needs to be told. You talking about fucking some top secret mission that the government, leave that shit alone. The government will fuck your life up. You hear me? I don't want nothing to do. Listen, y'all. This is comedian Big Daddy Ice. I don't give a fuck what y'all got over there in the Air Force One. It ain't got shit. Area 51 ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. I don't give a fuck. My thing is, whatever they got over there is some shit that niggas do not want to see, and white people are like, we're gonna storm. We're gonna investigate. We want to know what the hell is over there. You better stay your ass home.
They want to see them aliens.
Y'all better stay. First off, when it comes to these mythological creatures, what the fuck are they on this earth for real? What are they eating? What is their habits around people? And you want to take your ass over there and find out? Go ahead with your dumb ass. I'm sitting at home. I will catch Breaking Wind on CNN. Like I said, Facebook Live it. I try to hurry up and catch it before they take it down. whatever's over there, I don't know what we don't know what the studies is. We don't know nothing about these creatures, the walk among us. Let them go. They ain't fucking with me. I'm not fucking with them.
But are people? Do you think people are ready though? Like, let's say for example, this storm goes through, and they get through. Can we handle that? Because you gotta think, because Area 51 started in the 40s. That is at least 40, 50, 60s, 80s, 60s, 70s. That's at least probably about.
It's a decade. That's fucking too long.
That is more than at least 4 decades. That's generations, 2 or 3 generations of information and knowledge.
I guarantee you. Hands down, I put this on this earth now. Y'all can fucking whatever. I guarantee you, if somebody does go over there and they find some shit, I guarantee they're gonna be fucked up. Like literally fucked up.
That person's no longer gonna exist.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if they do, I guarantee it's gonna be like they're gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be something that they experience that I think the air over there is different. Like you gonna start sniffing shit and you gonna be fucked up. Like I'm not fucking with it.
I mean, honestly, like, who's to say? I mean, I don't know. Who's to say you go down and you see that black people are aliens? Or who's to say, because I don't know if y'all know this, but, like, when it comes to certain things with the government, we're always, like, main population, we're always the last to find out about something. Yeah. So, for example, like, this computer, this is probably out in the 70s. But they know that the average person isn't intellectually capable of the technology. Yeah. So who knows? Like, you go down and you see an invisible car. Can you handle that? Can you rationalize that? Or honestly, what if it's down there, it's just nothing? What if it's just it's just a publicity stunt?
Well, they did a hell of a good job for all these decades for them to. I don't know, man. When it comes to certain stuff like that nobody can break it down. I don't give a fuck if you're a scientist or whatever you are in your field. If you can't break it down and make it make sense, I don't think it's something that you should fuck with at all.
Right. Or maybe you should just, like, I don't know, just watch a documentary.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. But like you said, man, it's somebody. It's the internet. Somebody got hyped up on some Red Bull. I was like, fuck that. We're going down there. We're going to march, and we're going to get some goddamn answers.
Woo!
They want to see them aliens.
Yo, ass want to see some aliens. You got all the alien movies in the world. We got Independence Day. We got Alf, that little TV show. You got all type of shit for aliens. You got what is that? American Dad. You got alien shows. You got E.T. Motherfucker. You want to see? I'm not fucking with no aliens. I'm not fucking with no aliens. It's too fucking. I don't know, man. Like I said, things are just left to be untold, and I'm fine with it. I'm
no need. Like you're good. You're good in your lane.
I'm good.
And there's nothing wrong with staying like so. So I guess we need to let people know, stay in your lane, people.
Pretty much.
There's a reason why there is a secure location in the middle of the desert with aliens. Because if we really knew where aliens existed, most likely, like you said, we wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Hey, who know? Like you said, who knows? What if we find out that aliens just look like us and they can hide, and maybe your uncle's an alien? You don't know.
Bust your bubble.
You will be fucked. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
If you go down there and you find out some shit like that, you would go sane. You wouldn't know what to believe anymore. You see a bump on somebody's head, you be like, that bitch is an alien.
Yeah.
Like, you're going crazy. I think for real, if you see some shit that you ain't supposed to see, you're gonna go crazy, man.
Right.
Like, that's why I say, just leave that shit alone.
And also, if y'all heard that rapper Lil Nas X said he wants to attend the actual event and also perform while it's all happening.
That's too much noise.
That's too much.
He better keep it down.
Yes.
He's doing.
Hey, because they like to snatch us.
You can't tell him nothing though. He's going down there on his horse. Hey,
I caught that.
look, Lil Nas. I'm telling you something. You said they can't tell you nothing. I'm telling you something. Listen, my brother. Keep your ass from down there. You know what I'm saying?
Because the government knows everything.
Hey, leave them alone.
They gonna tell you something.
Yes. Leave them alone. I'm telling you, bro. All right. See, y'all won't listen to us till it's too late. White people, stay your asses from around there. Leave that Area 51 shit alone. Stop looking for Bigfoot too. Like, I swear that bothers me. Like, quit looking for this. What are you gonna do if a big jumps out? Roar! What are you gonna do? It ain't. Show's over with. I guarantee. You're dead. You're dead. It's it. Like, leave it alone, man.
And also too, like, once you find, like, if you find Bigfoot, like, what do you after that? Oh, we finally got him. Woo. Okay.
No, then it's over.
Yeah, that was decades of my life gone.
Yeah, like then you're gonna have to come up with a show. Like, what are you gonna do now? Once you the whole show is for suspense. It's all about trying to find them. But once you find them, what is the purpose around it? Once y'all find them, what are y'all gonna do?
Well, History Channel will lose like half its program because Ancient Aliens has been that is like one of their number one programs.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and I think once you start looking for shit, and then we find out whatever it is they're hiding. All that stuff is dead. Like you ain't gonna have because you can throw up an alien show, Bigfoot show, any mythical creature show up, and people's gonna attend it and watch it because it's like, oh shit, like what do they got now? You know what I'm saying? Like, new footage. Anytime you see new footages of Bigfoot, aliens, UFOs, those views is in the millions because nobody really knows because it's so like quick. But once you find out, then it's gonna be like them views, and nothing's gonna be the same no more. If somebody really finds out what's really going on, it's gonna be like, oh man, that's fake, just like everything in Hollywood. Yeah. So
I'm telling you guys, my prediction, just like Outkast said,
stay your ass from down there.
If y'all watch what Elevators, that music video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We are the aliens. Outkast told us we are the aliens. Like I'm telling you, or have y'all seen what's that movie? Sorry to Bother You.
I ain't seen it yet. Don't tell me. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I ain't seen it.
Nah, the movie's retarded. Like, for real. It's
I ain't
retarded.
seen it. Look, don't tell me. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I'm telling you, like, it's one of those movies where, like, it's not.
See, now I think about aliens, dog. You got me thinking
Nah,
movies with aliens. You
it's
spoiled
not
it.
what you think it is. Like, I'm telling
not.
right.
It's
Like
not.
you gonna go in there like, oh, this is what I think it is. But then you gonna be like,
I'm about to watch it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And the crazy part about that movie and movies like that is like they put shit like that, like aliens. They put information about what's going on, but they put it in movies so that like
You can be.
because like the movie I watched Head of State with Chris Rock in it.
Mm-hmm.
They talked a lot about like being the black president. How Chris Rock was he was for the people. He wanted to help the gays, and like they set the stage up early. This was 2003. So now because like even the president in that movie is like, I want to be president in 2008. We've done the road, Obama. So they do these things to where they really just, they don't lie to you. Like the government does not lie to you. High society does not lie. No. But it only takes certain individuals to really see the deeper picture. And I think Area 51 is just a clear example of like, maybe people just want the truth. It's not movies, just people really want to know what's going on in the world. Because like you said, with the internet now, you can learn anything. Yeah. You can learn. You can learn your family. You can learn about. You can live like YouTube University. You can learn how to rotate, and you can rotate an axle, or you can learn anything in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool. But that Area 51 is something I'm telling y'all, I don't care about that. I leave that shit alone. I ain't fucking. When it comes down to it, Big Daddy, you won't go. No, I'm not fucking with it. Man, they said we could get in for free. It's a setup. Free ain't nothing free. What they invited me to some shit. If y'all want to do anything for me, tell Uncle Sam to give me half of that goddamn taxes I've been spending every goddamn year. That's what I want. Like, I want my money. That's what I want.
So yes, again here from New News Nightly, please, if you're interested in going to that event,
stay away.
Stay your ass at home.
Or if you go, let me know what happened.
Yes. Send some videos.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Something.
Like I said, look, let me tell y'all something, white people. If y'all want to do all that weird, crazy shit, that's fine with me. Just make sure when y'all post it, y'all do it so everybody. I won't see it, but I don't want to be there. I don't even know. The government is linked up to all that shit. They see, oh, okay, they're going to probably have a checklist. Okay, this phone is located to this. You know what? I don't even want to see it. Somebody just tell me about it. Yeah, they might come. I don't know, man. The government's crazy. They do some shit.
Yes. As a former government employee, I can tell you right now, they're really smart. They know how to hide their shit. And like I tell people, if you think just going up there and storming is going to work, well,
it ain't happening.
Nah,
you are wrong.
The government will kill you, bro. I think they'll kill you. They'll kill you and make it seem like you just flop dead. Nah, nigga, I've been healthy. I just went to the doc 2 days ago, then all of a sudden I'm dead today. Nah, nigga, something's up.
We better be careful, man. We're going to have to stop doing these videos. We're going to disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to become a conspiracy theory radio station.
Man.
We're making it hot. They're going to be like, oh, okay, we got some, okay.
We'll go to the edits.
No, they're going to wait. They're going to wait till we get popping, and they're going to pull up all this good shit, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, remember y'all said that? Yeah, they're going to approach us.
Well, guys, it is about that time. They only gave us an hour time slot for this radio station. This was the first episode, our
episode
debut of New News Radio.
Before we get up out of here, how y'all feel about it? I feel good about this.
You know what, guys? I thought we did good. I thought you guys performed really well. Great topics.
Yeah, and I feel like we all definitely gave our opinions, and people know a lot of us more. So as we go through with our, the radio show or the skits, hey, they can see, hey, these guys are doing something. And plus, like, we all found out about each other. Stand up, we found out each other's past, and I feel like even as a crew, we got a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I also want to say, white people, I'm not racist. I'm sorry, I don't want to. Point y'all out. I would say blacks too, but it just I don't really know too many black people who's gonna go down there or do anything like remotely. Hell, we don't even like to go in fucking swimming parties without fucking the flotation devices because we, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain stuff that we don't do. So I just want to let y'all know that I'm not racist. I love you guys and keep coming out to the shows and everything else. Love
well, definitely, guys. Before we get out of here, do we have any by the ways, any last minute remarks?
I can't think of anything right now. One thing I can say is that in the future, us as New News Nightly do try to plan to we want to try to do some stand up touring.
Yes.
Where you can see all of us guys trying to do an hour special on the road.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking forward to.
Definitely, we're gonna grow and. Appreciate that. Let people know. Chris, you got anything for the people?
Yes. Y'all can look me up on Instagram at The Real Comedian Big Daddy Ice. And then I'm also on Facebook. You can find me with the username The Funny Man. Or you can type in Comedian Big Daddy Ice. Either one, I'll pop up. So, yeah. Just going to get those plugs out there. Yeah.
And I just want to say before we get out of here, please like, share, subscribe.
Share, subscribe.
All of our platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Am I missing anything? We don't have a Snapchat, right?
No, we don't got Snapchat.
I think that might be too much.
Comment, too. Leave some
comments.
Yes.
Comments, please.
Nice
Let
comments.
us know what you
Yes.
think.
Yeah,
or
nice.
bad ones. I want to take some bad comments, too.
And if you guys have it.
They get too personal. Like, they don't even know shit. They'll get on there. Man, fuck your mama. What? Hold on, nigga. My mama dead.
Shoot, about to do that anyway.
Hey,
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity, though.
Yeah, true.
And also, too, if you have any suggestions, please email us at newsnightly, all lowercase, at gmail.com. We would love to take suggestions, skit ideas, or if you just want to say hi. Because, again, we make these skits, but we do it for our fans, and we just love comedy.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for us here at New News Radio. My name is Aaron Bullitt.
I'm Chris Pearson.
I'm Chris Coleman.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.